Imagine if the world was a better place, or rather, imagine how impossibly difficult that would be to accomplish. There is no doubt that most people want to change the world for the better. Our goals vary, but people generally want to tackle different hot topics that we all see as problematic or generally bad for us. While we respect the valiant efforts being made to better the world like this, we usually don't consider the biggest flaw in our plan for helping everyone, and that is each other. Despite us commonly thinking that we have the same goals, that is not entirely the case. Not everyone has the same worldview as everyone else, and because of that, our views conflict with each other, and in some cases pretty majorly. It's how political parties are formed as we try to come to the middle ground to find some kind of peace. Because of this, some people stop focusing on making their vision true and instead try and show how futile someone else's vision is and how it might be flawed. This leads to infighting, and we generally make less progress since we aren't focused on our top priority, making the world a better place. Some people are so cynical to the point where they believe no amount of passion or effort is enough to make a noticeable change. They might make it their goal to criticize any flawed point of view with the sole intention of making them less motivated. These kind of people are not actually brave enough to make the change, but they instead expect others to do it, even if there might be no reason or obligation for them to go through with it. However, just because changing the world is a task that no normal person could accomplish, does not mean it is a futile effort that should not be attempted. If you look at history, there is no success story that was ever able to reach their goals without adversity and failures. In fact, some stories have an almost astonishing amount of trial and error that usually ends up with the person in question making severe errors. But that's not why they became famous. They became famous because despite all of that, they faced through the trials and tribulations and end up on top. You can chalk it up to luck, but it has happened over and over again, so it can't be a coincidence. It just goes to show that most people can't change the world because they give up too easily. They become afraid of the prospect of failing, and that causes them to avoid that by being inactive. While that isn't a bad thing, we truly won't see change until someone overcomes the odds and breaks through. One day, we can all band together and break through that wall of failure, eventually leading to a better world.